Bodybuilding.
What's going on, world? You're tuned into Big Zeus Bodybuilding. Well, let me tell you something here. I was in the middle of making my dinner. You can see the food right there, making tacos. And I was actually going to skip making a video for today. But as I'm making my food, I just thought of a great video idea, so I'm putting a hold on making the food, and I'm going to go make the video. Let's do this. So, what I want to talk about in this video... Hold on, I didn't do my thing. Get comfortable in the chair. Alright. Okay. Those of you that follow me on a regular basis know that I've been doing a lot of running and training for 5K races. And I got a race coming up in 5 days. Today's Monday, so it'll be on Saturday. But training interfered with my lifting. And the short answer on that is no, it has not. Training that I've been doing for the 5K races is a lot like doing just a half hour's worth of intense cardio. Now, it's different from being on a machine, a treadmill, because I'm out there on the pavement. The pavement is uneven, unpredictable, and you have inclines, declines, turns, and whatnot, so that adds to the intensity of it. It adds to the training. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to run a 5K, but along with that training, or along with just running the 5K, there's also different training techniques that I've incorporated into it. As far as doing just short runs, just run a mile and see how fast I can possibly run a mile. Do short sprints, try and build up speed. I'll do longer, slow runs, try and build up endurance. So when I finally do that 5K race, I can do it no problem, and hopefully have a good result at the finish line. Now, with doing all that on the side, from lifting, my lifting really hasn't suffered at all. In fact, I'm actually gaining a little bit of strength right now, just because I'm eating more to compensate for the extra cardio from running. The lifting has actually got a little bit more intense, because that the endurance that you build up from running, it transfers over into lifting, believe it or not. The endurance and the discipline transfer, it's like a cross training, you know what I'm saying? So the lifting hasn't suffered. Now, what I have noticed is when I do like a full-on run for a day, I'm very tired. I'll end up sleeping most of the day. And I guess that's to be expected. But now here's the thing. When I'm running, I only do it maybe 2 or 3 days a week. And I only do a big full 5K run, practice run once a week. And I'm doing that on my off day from lifting. So I have plenty of time where I'm going to be able to recover and go back to lifting no problem. The other two days of the week, that's where I'm doing those shorter runs, just a 1 mile or a 2 mile, or I'm doing some quick sprints. So I'm not really draining my body of energy when it comes to weightlifting. And there's a point to be said where if you're training for longer marathon races, that's going to have a huge impact on your lifting. You're conditioning your body for something totally more intense, totally different than these little short races that I'm doing. These short races that I'm doing, it's something that I picked up that both of my brothers have inspired me to run. I never thought I'd be running or be a runner or do races. Never thought I'd do it, but both my brothers have inspired me. My one brother that you've seen me do the videos with, he's a boxer. He does running as part of his training. And my other brother, he is a marathon runner. So there's a lot of inspiration between the three of us. I only have two brothers, no sisters. It's just the three of us. And we're all athletes in a different respect, which is really cool. And then another person that's really inspired me to pick up things other than just bodybuilding is Scooby. It was just last month, I believe. Yeah. Scooby did a half Ironman marathon thing, and aside from doing his bodybuilding. For those of you that don't know who Scooby is, I'll put a link to his channel down below in the description box. So I'm expanding my athleticism. I'm getting more into different... I've always been a bike rider too, bicycle. I've been doing that since I was in high school. So that's another aspect to it where, you know, it's some cross training. And, you know, my weightlifting is pretty solid right now, and I'm actually gaining a little strength even with doing the running on the side. So I just want to share that with you, and, you know, let you know, don't be afraid to try other things aside from lifting, from bodybuilding, and you might find something that you really love to do, and you can be a multi-talented athlete. You only have the one body. You could either preserve it or you can get the most use out of it, and right now I'm in the mind state, in the philosophy that I want to get the most use out of my body while I have it and it's still young, because we're all going to grow old and we're all going to have, you know, problems when we get old. So I want to enjoy this body while it's young, and I also want it to look good while it's young, and I do the weightlifting. Till next time, keep pumping! Editing I'm gonna have to do. How much editing will I have to do?